Hi friend. So today we are going to see the deviated nasal septums. Okay. So this is the what? This is the disorder of the nasal septum. Today we are going to see the disorder of the nasal septum. In the disorder of the nasal septum, I am going to start from deviated nasal septum. This is our first topic, right? I hope anatomy of the nasal septum you all know. Okay. Or if you have not seen my video on the anatomy of the nasal septum, okay. You go and watch that video. Okay, so overview is I think you all know the anatomy of the deviated nasal septum. So we are starting with the, for example, you just assume this. I am drawing vertical, right? So this is the nasal septum. This is the straight line. In normal person, this is the straight line. Okay, this is the nasal septum. What is here? Here is the medial terminate. Here is the inferior terminate. Here is also medial terminate. Here is the inferior terminate. Right. So this is the normal. This is the normal things. So, right. And what is the deviated nasal septum? This is the normal things. Okay. If any deviation in this nasal septum, any deviations, that is the deviated nasal septum. Right. We are going to see what all are the etiology. First thing is what all are the etiology. Second thing, we will see the clinical features, and last we will see the treatment. Right. So I am going to start with the etiology. So etiology is, or before going on the etiology, I would like to tell you that roughly I am drawing the diagram. Right. So this is, and from here, this is the what? Here is bone this, and here is also, and this is what? This is the cartilage part. Am I right or not? Yes. And here is it is like this. So this is the postero-superior. This is what? Perpendicular plate of the ethmoid. This is the ethmoid, right? Here is the ethmoid. And this is what? This is the vomer. And here is our septal cartilage. Am I right? Here is the palatine bone, and this is the sphenoid bone, right? And here is the nasal bone and all anatomy. I hope you all know. So we are starting with the deviated nasal septum etiology, right? See, this deviated nasal septum is the main reason for the obstruction of the nose. Obstruction of the nose. Okay. So this is the main reason for the obstruction of the nose. And first etiology. Okay. What is the etiology for behind this deviated nasal septum is first thing, trauma. During this trauma, okay, there is a different types of the trauma. Okay, different type means there is a different accident, right? So first of all, I'm talking about the in newborns, right? In newborns, what happening in the newborns when delivery of the baby? Okay, during delivery of the baby, this is the nose, right? Nose of the baby is get compressed against what? Against birth canal. You just assume this is the birth canal or vaginal canal, right? So birth canal or the vaginal canal, right? So this nose is compressing against vaginal canal or the birth canal. So it means what? So every baby having this deviated nasal septum? No. So in which case it will be there in the prolonged pregnancy time, right? Prolonged birth time of. First thing is this etiology. In etiology, first thing is the due to the birth trauma, right? Birth trauma. The birth trauma when it will occur, prolonged pregnancy, prolonged delivery time. Delivery time, okay, not pregnancy time, prolonged delivery times. Okay, so prolonged delivery time, what will happen? Nose of the baby get compressed on the with the vaginal canal, right? So if there is the prolonged delivery times, okay, the time is more. Okay, so baby will remain in the vaginal canal for more time. Okay, and we know nasal septum of the baby, right? It's very soft. One thing is the very soft, and the second is it's elastic. Soft and elastic. Okay, so structure is getting disturbed. Okay, so that is the first reason in the trauma. And second reason is what? Second reason, in the trauma, if you are walking, okay, and suddenly you are going to fall down, right? A person is walking and fall down, or any blow, okay. If there is blow from the lateral side or blow from the anterior side, okay. So trauma, okay, trauma may be during due to the blowing, okay, from the lateral side or the anterior side, okay. So this is the trauma. Second things in the etiology, I would like to tell you one thing, that is the developmental error, right? How this is the developmental error? Can you tell me? See here, in this diagram you see, I want to draw here another diagram, okay. So this is what, this is the normal, and here is this is the normal nasal septum, right? And this is the palatine bone. You all know the base of the nose. The base of the nose is formed by palatine bone, right? Palatine bone. What is here? This is what here? Crush of the palatine bone there is, right? So it's formed by palatine bone. Here is the palatine bone. Okay. If what will happen if high arch? So development error, I want to write first high arch palate. Okay. Here now, for example, this is the palate. Am I right? Okay. Now this is the normal things. If it is high arch, or you can understand from here. Now it's here, and if this palate is like this, high arch palate, what will happen? This structure will compress. Am I right? So this all structure will be compressed. Okay, and it's going to deviate. Okay, so developmental error, high arch palate, it will lead to the deviated nasal septum. Am I right? Yes. Next cause is what? Next cause is the heredity, right? Hereditary cause. Okay. If maybe there is a hereditary cause, so in one family there is a 2, 3, 4 members. Okay, they are affected to this deviated nasal septum. Okay, so these all are the etiology. Okay, examiner can ask, okay, developmental error. Okay, tell me how it's. So you have to tell, sir, palate. That is the forming the base of the nose. Okay, or a nasal septum. Here is the nasal septum, and after that what? There is the palate. Okay, if there is high arch, okay, so structure will be compressed. Okay, and that is lead to called what? Deviated nasal septum. Over. Now we are going to discuss the type of the nasal septum. Type of the deviated nasal septum. Okay, so one by one we will discuss all the types. Okay, so we will compare with this. This is the normal things. Okay, this is the normal things. Now here is this thing, right? Now in this, what happening? Nasal septum I am drawing in the black. It may be like this. So what I call this is the C shape. The C shape. Okay. Here is the middle terminate. Here is the inferior terminate. Here is also middle terminate. And here is the inferior terminate. Right. So this is the C shape. In C shape, what happening? Nasal septum is deviated one side. Nasal septum deviated one side. Right. It may be right or left side. Right. And so nasal obstruction from this side, there will be the nasal obstruction, because this nasal septum is, for example, this is your left and this is your right. Okay, so it deviated right side. So here nasal obstruction. Nasal obstruction will occur. Now you tell me, if it is C shaped, okay, this concave part, it is wider, and there is the hypertrophy of the inferior terminate. What? Hypertrophy of inferior terminate. Am I right? So, if in the C shape, what happening? Septum is deviated to one side, and there is the compensatory hypertrophy of the inferior terminates. Okay, so this is the C shape type. Now next is, you see here, next nasal septum is, it may be like this, right? It may be like this. So it is called S shape. It is called S shape. Okay. In this, what happening? You see, here is nasal obstruction. Here is the nasal obstruction, right? And here is also nasal obstruction. Am I right or not? Yes. So in the S-shaped deviated nasal septum, what will happen? Bilateral nasal obstruction will be occurs. Bilateral nasal obstruction occurs in this case. If examiner is asking in S, in which type of bilateral nasal septum will be there, so you have to tell in S shape. Examiner will ask, what about C shape? Unilateral obstruction is there, bilateral may be there because of the compensatory hypertrophy of the inferior terminate. You have to remember this thing. Okay, so this is C shape, here is S shape. Okay, now one more. See here, this is the normal things, and now this nasal septum in the midline. Okay, it is in midline. If it is dislocated like this, okay, it should be like this. In normal individual, it should be like this. Okay, but it is deviated. So, and it's deviated from anterior sides. I am telling this type is the anterior dislocation. So this is the anterior dislocation. In this, what happening? Anterior. You tell me anterior here. What we having here in the nasal septum? Septal cartilage. Okay, if septal cartilage get dislocated, that is called the anterior dislocation. So here septal cartilage, it will get dislocated. Okay, cartilage part. Okay, cartilage part of the nasal septum, it will dislocate. So this is the anterior dislocation. Okay, one more thing I will I'm drawing here, that is thickened. Here, right? So here is this is the nasal septum. This is the nasal septum. Nasal septum. Okay, it can be like this. It is thick. Okay, why? Maybe due to any trauma, right? So there may be the accumulation of something, right? So this is what? This is the thickening of nasal septum, right? So what we have seen so far, here is the C shape, alright, here is the S shape, and this is the anterior dislocations, and here is the thickening of the nasal septum. So this is what happening. These all are the different type of the deviated nasal septum, right? So in exam you can ask anything about this nasal septum. Okay, in which structure, what is happening, and all things they can ask. Okay, so now we have to discuss the one thing that is called one more thing that is called how to say clinical features. Okay, so I am going to write clinical features here. Okay, etiology it's over, and types is, and now we are going to see this. One thing is that is the clinical features. Clinical features. Nasal obstruction is the main clinical features. Okay, patient came and complaining about nasal obstruction. Right? Second thing, you tell me one thing. In this condition, and one more thing. Okay, these all are the types. I have discussed. 1, 2. This is normal SC shape, S shape, and anterior location thickening of the nasal septum. One more, that is called spool. Okay, so I want to draw here, right? See here, in the spool type, what happening? This is the called spool type, right? In this, what happening? This spool is forming where? Junction of the cartilage and the bony, right? So it's appearing near junction of bony and cartilage part. right, of the nasal septum. And why this occurring? So reason is the trauma. Reason is the trauma. Okay, so we have covered all 5 types of the deviated nasal septum: C-shape, S-shape, spool. Here is the spool, and thickening and the anterior dislocation. Okay, now I want to tell you the clinical things. Okay, everything you have to understand. Okay, you should not remember. Okay, everything you have to understand. Now, one thing. Here is the spool and here is the lateral wall. Am I right? So what happening? This spool is giving giving some pressure on the lateral wall. Am I right? So it's giving the pressure on the lateral wall. So patient is complaining of neuralgia. Okay, one word is the neuralgia. Okay, so there is a pain in the nasal cavity, right? So one thing is this neuralgia. Second thing is this nasal obstruction. Now you tell me. You tell me one thing. If this is a deviated nasal septum, it means it may be deviated right side or left side. That doesn't matter. But it's going and blocking. It's going and giving pressure on the lateral wall, right? So, and you know all the openings. All the openings are present where? In the lateral wall, right? Now, what are the openings? Posterior ethmoidal air sinus opening, middle ethmoidal air sinus, right? And anterior ethmoidal air sinus. Here is the frontal air sinus, or here is the maxillary air sinus. Okay. So what happening? This all air sinus openings, no, it's getting like it's blocking. It's blocking. Okay. So there is no ventilation, right? Sinus. One thing in the clinical features. I want to remove this and see here. Clinics what? Neuralgia over. Second is the sinusitis. Okay, due to the obstruction of all the openings. Okay, and one more thing. This is what? This is a spool. Okay, so if there is blocking, if there is obstruction, okay, so what will happen? If this mucosa around this spool, okay, it will getting dry. Okay, so patient is feeling that there is something dry, or there is something dry material in the like in nasal septum. Okay, so he is going and he want to remove that. Okay, when he removing that, that is not actually there is no any foreign body. That is actually what? Epithelium, but it's getting dry. Okay, so patient is removing this. If patient is removing, it means what? This is the nasal septum. Okay, he is removing a part of nasal septum, right? And that is the cartilaginous part. And there is the little area. So bleeding will occur. Tell me. So bleeding will occur, and that is called epistaxis, right? So this is what. So patient will complain of the nasal obstruction and this neuralgia, sinusitis, and the epistaxis. Okay, when this is giving pressures on the lateral wall, right? So headache will be there. Headache, right? This headache will be there. And one more thing you tell me. If you know nasal septum properly, okay. So if you know the nasal septum properly, then I want to draw here just for do you know the nerve supply of the nasal septum? Okay. Just for example, here is this. Here is your nose. Here is the palate, right? And here is the septal, and everything is here. But during nerve supply, here is what? This is what? This is the olfactory regions. Here is the olfactory regions. Okay. When what happening? When patient with the deviated nasal septum, see, here is the olfactory region. Okay. It's going and it's like blocking cavity, right? So air is not going in this nostril, right? I'm talking about this. Okay. So it's not going here. Air is passing from here. So patient is complaining of loss of smell sensation. Since we know, see, here is the obstruction. So air cannot reach the olfactory lobe, right? So that not olfactory region, not lobe, olfactory region. So how can patient smell? So patient is telling that he is not able to smell, right? So loss of smell sensation. I am writing here loss of smell, right? And that is called what? There is one word that is called anosmia. Okay, so patient will complain of this anosmia. Now you understood very well. Okay, why there is sinusitis, why there is epistaxis, and one more thing. There is the middle ear infection is also there. What? Middle ear infection. middle ear infection, right? Middle ear infection is there. So here is the, I am writing middle ear infection. Can you tell me why? Middle ear infection is there. Can you tell me why? Because you know there is eustachian tube, and eustachian tube present where? For example, this is the lateral wall. For example, this is the lateral wall. So here is what? Superior, middle and inferior concha. After that there is meatus, and here is what? 2.5 centimeters just behind the superior concha. There is one opening for the eustachian tube, right? So this is also getting blocked. And can you tell me the function of the eustachian tube? One function is the clearance of the middle ear secretion. Clearance of the middle ear secretion is the function of eustachian tube. And now there is this eustachian tube getting blocked. Okay, due to the nasal septum. Okay, nasal septum giving pressure on that. Okay, so there will not be ventilation. So middle ear cannot be clear, right? So there will be the infection. So middle ear infection, right? So these all are the clinical things: neuralgia, sinusitis, epistaxis, okay, middle ear infection, headache, loss of smell sensation. Okay, these all are the clinical features. Okay, now what is the treatment? What is the treatment? I hope you understood this all things. Okay, now what is the treatment? Treatment is if there is a deviated nasal septum. Okay, we should not think. Okay, we have to go with the surgery, right? We have to do surgery. So treatment. For treatment, surgery we have to do, and there is two type of surgery. Surgery is two type of, right? There is two type of surgery. One is called SMR, and second is the septoplasty. Second is called septoplasty. One thing you should remember, one thing you must remember, what is that? In the child, in the children, you should not operate before the age of 70. Before the age of 70 years. In case of SMR. Why? Because this full nasal septum, okay, it's developing up to the age of 70 years. If you operate in the early life, okay, in early stage of childhood, okay, if you are operating in the 10 years or near 12 years of the age, okay, what will happen? This nasal septum will grow again, right? So same problem will be arising. So age you should remember the 17 year of age. What will happen if children is complaining of the severe nasal blocking? Okay, so a severe nasal obstruction. Then we have to operate, but we have to go with the septoplasty, not SMR. What is the SMR? Full form is the submucosal. Full form is the submucosal resection, right? And here is the septoplasty. Now everyone is going with this septoplasty. So septoplasty is the surgery of the choice, right? So why septoplasty is everyone is going with this rather than this SMR? SMR and the septoplasty I will teach you separately, right? Now I am giving you just orientation. This is the radical type of. This is the radical type of surgery, right? And this is the conservative types. Conservative types of surgery. Am I right or not? So in the radical type of surgery, what happening? If there is nasal septum deviation, okay, maximum part of cartilage, maximum part of the cartilage and bony, okay, they will remove it. But here what happening? Conservative, maximum part, as much as possible, they will conserve, right? They will conserve. And for example, here it's like this. So in this, what they will do? They will cut this part and they will stick this together. So it will be like this. Again, here, right? Okay. And I will teach you SMR and septoplasty separately. Okay. We have to put incision. Okay. After that, there is mucus lining. No, there is some covering. Okay. We have to flap that covering and everything. We will tell. But now you have to remember, we have to do septoplasty in the case of the deviated nasal septum. Okay. Why? Because SMR there is so many contraindication. Okay, one, if sir is asking what is the contradiction of the SMR, tell 17 years below the 70 years of age. And here is the maximum part, cartilage and bone they are removing only one part. See, if this is the nose, okay, if this is the nose, they are just lefting this part. Because you know one thing, dorsum is here, am I right? Dorsum is here, and this dorsum is situated on the cartilage and the bony part. I mean, on the nasal septum. If you are removing this nasal septum, this will fall down. Fall down means it will go like this, okay? And external deformities will be there, okay? So these all are the complication of this SMR, okay? So we have to do this septoplasty. This thing you have to remember. I will tell you perichondrium, okay? This perichondrium, how we have to remove everything. That I will make one separate video on SMR and the septoplasty. What is the indication and what is the contraindication? Okay. So this is all about deviated nasal septum. Okay. One more things I want to teach you. That is the septal hematoma. Okay. And nasal, in the case of nasal fracture, okay, we will read nasal fractures and nasal abscess in the next video. Okay. So here is, now I want to discuss, that is the septal hematoma. Septal hematoma is the second condition. Okay, it is disease, right? So see here, this thing, again this thing, here is the nasal septum. Here is this and here is one covering. Okay, here is one covering. That is called what? Mucoperichondrium. Right? And one more thing is the mucoperiosteum. Okay, so is that both are same? No, mucoperichondrium. It's covering only cartilage part, and the mucoperiosteum, it's covering the bony part, right? So there is covering, okay. And in the nasal septums, what happening? This condition will be happen, okay. So see here, this condition will be there. It will be go like this. And what is this? These are the blood. Okay. So what is the septal hematoma? Septal hematoma is a collection of the blood in the mucoperichondrium or mucoperiosteum. Okay. So what will happen now? You think here is the medial and here the inferior terminate. Medial terminate and inferior terminate. So what happening? Here is also obstruction and here is also obstruction. So bilateral nasal obstruction. This is the very important. Bilateral nasal obstruction. Bilateral nasal obstruction. Patient will complain about the bilateral nasal obstruction. It is the principal symptoms. Okay, in the case of the septal hematoma, right? So this is the clinical features. Okay, or clinical features you can get, or headache will be there, right? These things. Now, why this occurring? This is due to the trauma. Due to the trauma. Now, tell me one thing. Okay, what is the treatment for this? Can you tell me the treatment for this? Treatment. What we have to do? We have to drain. We have to drain the hematoma. Okay, so we have to drain this hematoma. Wherever blood collection in our body, it has to be drained. Yes, it has to be drained. Why? Because it's a good culture media for the infections. Okay, bacteria and other things will be what? Bacteria and other things, it will be how to tell? It will be grow in that part and it will lead to abscess. One thing, right? Now, what is the complication? If nasal hematoma is if it is not noticeable, or if you are not going to treat this nasal hematoma, it is, if it is unnoticed, it will convert it into septal abscess. And in this condition, what will happen in this septal abscess? if there is secondary bacterial infection, so this septal hematoma will convert into the septal abscess and it will destroy the cartilage part. Okay, you can say necrosis of cartilage part. Am I right? Yes. And this nasal hematoma is not treated. Okay, it will condense. Okay, and it will form fibers, right? Tissue, and permanently it is like thickened only. So permanently thickening will be seen. Okay, so this is the septal hematoma, and complication is this. This is the complications. This is the complications. Okay, and nasal abscess, and this is also one complication. So one and second, this both are the complications. Now we have to drain it. So examiner will ask one question. Okay, from where you will drain? Okay, so if for example this is your nostril. Okay, here is my nostril. If you are making here incision, what will happen? Everything will drain, but here will be the blood. No, it can't drain. So what you have to do? You have to make incision here, anteroposteriorly, right? So we have to make incision on anteroposteriorly, right? So this is all about septal hematoma. Septal hematoma is nothing. It is the traction of the blood under or between this mucoperichondrium or mucoperiosteum, right? So what will be patient? What will be complaint? Bilateral nasal obstruction. This is the complication one, saccade, and this is the draining. Okay, wherever in our body, if there is blood collection, it has to be drained. Okay, these things you have to remember. Okay, so deviated nasal septum and the septal hematoma we have covered. Okay, in the next video, what we are going to see, nasal fractures. Okay, either whether it is horizontal or vertical, right? After that, we will see the perforations. Okay, this is the nasal septum. No, so there may be the perforations. Okay, we will see that. Okay, and that surgery we will also see it. Okay, I will make different video. Okay, I will make one separate video for the surgery. Okay, surgery you have to understand what is the indications, what is the uses, what is the contraindications. Okay, and when we have to do and what is the steps, everything we have to understand. Okay, so I hope deviated nasal septum and the septal hematoma you understood. Okay, thank you.